Yeah, so my name is Marcus Rice. I'm the principal at Sheffield High School. We have been fortunate enough to been associated with the Z Factor now for, I believe, 5 years. And every year it's grown. This year it's gotten so big where we actually have a waiting list of students. I sent the email out 1st of August and said, hey, who's interested in being in this leadership club? And like I just had just constant emails from students. So I had to cap it. I think right now we have 25 members. And right now I believe I've got about 15 students that are waiting to get in. So kind of compare that to the first year. The first year we went in and really, we kind of picked our students because this was a new, I'm calling it a club, but it's really a leadership service organization. And we wanted to get we really wanted all of the students to be represented. Athletes, non-athletes, band members, kids that don't do anything, kids that get in trouble, so we really wanted to, have it just kind of expand the whole school. So as every year is going on, more interest is growing in the club. And like I said, this year we have just a very diverse group of students. The thing I like about the club is that it's really a big culture piece of our school, because even the students that are not in the meetings every other week, they do feel the impact of Z Factor. And that's really through the service projects that they do. I can't even tell you all of them because we've done, 3 or 4 every year. But the thing that I've also noticed is it really kind of gets some of the kids kind of start thinking about, maybe do I want to do something like this? It may not be Z Factor, but I want to do something to get involved with the school. So I think that has helped with our just overall culture and climate of the building. Well, last year we had a bake sale, and we don't do a lot of bake sales, but I approved it, and I'll tell you that you'll be surprised how the kids loved the bake sale. The kids involved really loved it, but all the kids buying all the goods, and I believe they took that money and they went to a rehab facility for some of our elder citizens, and really was able to provide them with, I think it was blankets. I could be wrong on that. I'll have to check on that. But it was a really good project and everybody really enjoyed it. Some other things that we've done in the past, played dodgeball. We've played like a school-wide dodgeball game. Kids really liked that because they got to throw dodgeballs at the teachers and at each other. So that was a success. And we were able to raise some money. And I believe we helped some of the homeless in the Shoals area with that money. Tell you another success story with a student in general. Just won't give the student's name, but we did have a student that she was a good kid, but she had some issues at different times. And she started this program as a freshman. Well, now she's a senior, and just the growth that she's had over the last 4 years, where she leads the club, and she also leads some of our other things that we have. She's been Student of the Month. And I do think a lot of that is just the confidence and the skills that she was able to develop with the Z Factor. The students raised money last spring, and they took a vote on how they were going to disperse this money, what charity they were going to give it to. And everyone decided that, hey, we're going to use this money and help pay some utility bills for some of our families that, need help. And it was, I believe it was the time of the year, it was in February, so it was cold and some of the bills were high. And, they, like I said, they got together at one of their meetings and they said, hey, let's help out some of our families. And that was a really big hit with especially the utility company. I know they called the Z Factor and was super impressed that the students, decided that, hey, this is where we want to put this money, and not going on a field trip, nothing for them. They wanted to help some of our families here in Sheffield that needed some help with their bills. Overall, I would highly recommend any school that is kind of on the edge about looking at a new service club to really look at the Z Factor, just because of all the positive it brings.